Hi everybody, Heidi here, your Yorkshire crafter. How are you doing? I hope you're well. I feel like I'm repeating myself. I've just filmed one. I'm going to crack straight on today because I don't know how long it's going to take, and it is still Monday the 29th of December and it is now 12:37. I think it was about 10:05 when I just filmed the other one. Right, I'm using Pink Frog watercolour card. I am going to use stamp platform, but as a rotation like we do when you want to make a wreath and stuff. But I'm not going to have a set amount of turns, so I'll just explain it to you as I do it. So I'm using the cornflower. Now these are all made for layering. I've got a few of these now. I absolutely love them. That's dead weird to touch. Now I'm just going to use the stamp, but I'm not going to use it for layering. I literally just want the outline. So that's what I'm going to do. This is really odd because the back of this has got smut on it and all, and it made me wonder if I were doing something wrong. No, it feels like that. Right, I'll put that up there. So I want to put it, now then, I'm hoping I've got stuff out. I know I want grey, which is there. And I know I'm going to use some Deer, that'll be dull, clear matte powder. Yeah. So what I'm going to do, now when it comes to it, I will be cutting 1/8 of an inch off each side. So I don't even know how this is going to work, but I'm just going to go for it. And I've done one, but it's one of them things. Heidi-The didn't take notice of what she was doing. So I've put that in the middle for the simple reason. So I know I've got it in my head now. I'm roughly around here. So if I'm going to move it somewhere, it's going to have to be like there. Now I can see where that one's going. It's going to have to go somewhere. There. Let me just look. Yeah, I don't know if it's going to work, you know. Oh, I'm just going to go for it. That's not the right place. That's the right place. Right, I'm just going to go for it. Just wondering if I should pull it back a little bit. Let's go. Now I've taken it right up to end, so we'll just go with that and see where we end up. I don't want it to be too long because I want to put the powder on it. This is such a delicate outline. I mean, you could just stamp it by hand and guess where you want to put it. But I was just playing and I thought, let's see if we move it just random. Can we just do it with a normal, look how delicate that is. Can we just do it with a normal stamp rather than something that looks like it belongs in a wreath? So, well, it worked. It's just whether I know how I did it, isn't it? We'll live and learn. So I've gone there. I do want to come around here. I don't want to be there, I don't think. Now then, you see, I wish I were a bit further out, but I'm going to go there because when it comes to cutting it down, instead of taking 1/8 off both sides, I'll take 1/4 off there instead because I wanted that a little bit further in. It's okay. It is all good. So one more up here, and then I thought it should leave room for a sentiment in the middle. These come with the dies as well, I think. Yeah. I think this is one of the ones that I haven't completed the way it's supposed to be done yet. Right, so I don't want it there. See, I'm literally just playing of where I want to put it. Now, if I put it there, I'm seeing that I can put a sentiment across here. My other ones worked perfect, so obviously I'll show you that at the end, but... And do you know what? I did a video this morning, and on the video I said, oh, it's freezing, I'm going to put my fan on behind me. So I did, and you might hear it on the video when you see it. That's perfect. I'm just going to grab that straight out and get some powder straight on it. Yeah, and I was like, oh, it red out, I mean, so I put the fan on. And now I'm absolutely frozen. The fan's not on, obviously, but I'm frozen. I work in bare feet, and my feet are freezing. Now, I've chose to go for the dull one. Normally with VersaFine, you've got enough time to mess about before you get your powder on. And I can see it all there. It's all on. Maybe. I mean, some bits will be dry, but you won't notice. That's perfect. So yeah, I'm stood here and I'm absolutely freezing. I mean, it doesn't help that at this time the heating normally goes off. It'll come on about 2 o'clock. I don't know why. It's still set from when I was a poster. Oh gosh. So I just love embossing powder. Yeah, it's still set the same. Oh, do you know what I've just done? I've just touched it with my hands. Do you know what else I didn't do? I didn't anti-static. But yes, it will show you what we're doing, but it doesn't matter. Now we're using carrying markers today, brush markers, because I don't get them out enough because I said I wanted to learn how to play with them first. So I am using them today. We're only using a couple of them. The thing with this powder, because I'm not doing it in black, it's harder to see anyway in grey, but it goes dull obviously because that's what it's supposed to do. And sometimes I can't see that I've done it. Just give it a waft, and then I'm gonna have to put my slippers on. That's one. Right, the slippers are on. Oh, that's awful. Don't like working with them on. Right, I've got exactly what I want there. Need some tissue, some kitchen towel, I mean. I'll fold that up. Now, carrying markers. I've got embossing powder everywhere, and it's my pet hate. Right, yeah, carrying markers. I've got some clean water in my pudding dish. I've got a clean brush. I don't know which brush I want. Going with this one. Right, so all we're going to do, we want 3 colours. So I've got 5. Yellow is for the bud. So this is gold. The green for the leaves is lime green. And then I've got magenta, pale violet, and cyan. I can't remember what it's called. I'm just going to move that a little. Right, so I'm going to crack straight on. And I'm going to go with blue in here. Now, it is quick. If you want it to be quick, you can take your time. I find it quick because I'll just do it quicker, I think. All I'm doing is that tiny bit. Now, this is going to give you like a fake watercolour, if you like. That's all I need there. I'll get my brush. Take off the first lot of water, otherwise it'll just swim. Now I'm going right up to the edges, and I'm just going to let the colour fall into it. I will be touching every single bit of it though, so there won't be any dark blue at the bottom. And all it does is give you like a watercolour look. Push it up there. Now I like mine to touch the edges. You'll see a lot of watercolour where they're not bothered if it doesn't touch the edge. I think it's just on this one that I really want it to touch. See, there's a lot of water there in that one. An awful lot. Now, if you think you've got too much water in, too much colour in, just have your brush off and go through and pick it up. So I'm just going to take it, I'm going to wet that because it hasn't touched. I'm going to take mine a little bit from the top, and it just lifts it out. And you end up with a gorgeous watercolour look. A little bit in there. Now this one I'm doing a bit darker because it's a bit longer, because it's underneath the flowers. I do a few at a time because unlike my zigs, I'm not used to these yet, and I don't know how long it would be before they dry. You know, if I got to it, could it be possibly be dry? Because I don't want that to dry like that. I didn't even have enough water on there. We have now. I think this is a gorgeous way of putting colour down, and because it's like a full watercolour, it doesn't matter how it looks. So you don't have to be, you can't say I'm not good at it because it don't matter. And I like, well, I don't like to think I'm a bit of a perfectionist, but with some things I am, and it's really annoying, you know. But it's like here, today I want these up to line. And even there it's bugging me that it's not. But once it sets, that's it. So on this, you don't have to be any kind of perfectionist. So I think this is easy for everybody. So I'm just pulling back a little bit. I want that to be dark there. Just stops any lines. Happy with that. Now, the leaf, the petal, folds over here. So I want this one light, because that's the dark bit there. So you use very, very little ink. You don't have to use markers either. You can have your, smush some ink onto your mat and just do it that way. You can do exactly the same thing. You can have it loaded up already with your water, with your colour on, even quicker. Oh, I didn't mean to put that in there with all that colour on. Too late now. I think I might have tried to look at my other one to see. Oh, it is. It's there, look. I thought it was a full leaf. Wasn't looking like one. And then this one here, because that's a dark bit there, all I'm going to do is pick up some of this from here and take it onto this, because it keeps this one light for me. Yeah, keeps that one nice and light then. Nice. So last two on this one. That's dark there. That's dark. So I mean, I probably could go around and put it all down, but I'm not fully, like I say, I'm not sure how these work like that yet. So that is something for me to play about with. Perfect. Lift some of that out. It's good how it just, I love it. I love to watch it. And if you want, add another colour now while it's wet at that side, and obviously you get a two-tone. Be nice with a bit of purple in. I'm doing a purple flower, so I'm not going to mix my colours in. I'm just lifting some of that out. Now it's gone over a little bit there. I can, if I want, let's do it now. I've wet it through, and I'm just going to pick it up with corner of that, and there it's gone. So it depends what you like. Do you like it to look like that? I'm not a fan of that bit there. I might have to put more colour down, but I'm okay because it is for watercolour. So I'm going to stop at that. Just need to make that flow around. Now, see what I mean about not touching? You'll find, you watch people who do watercolour, they don't have it touching. Just my head's in a kind of touching mood today. So we'll finish with the blue. I'm going to take the green and do all the leafy bits first. That one was nice and easy. Not putting it everywhere. It's a gorgeous green. Make sure there's no blue on there. You're doing exactly the same thing. Make sure I touch all the ink. I've done this many times on different things. I just haven't used these markers. And I haven't used my platform that way, so it was some different things to do. I'm going to come round to the green on this one. I can actually feel my feet warming up. Normally, I'll put heating on before I come up, like half an hour before I come in here. Just, you know, put it on a little, for a bit extra. You press a button and it gives you an hour more or whatever it is. And because I've been up here all morning, I haven't been downstairs to do that. So that's why it's gone cold. And I've been knitting, and I am in front with my washing lines now. We're getting ready for next Christmas. So if anybody wants to order, now's your time. They're very popular. Right, so that's all the green done. Don't take long, does it? Let's go purple. Going to do exactly the same thing. It dries so much lighter and all than what you think you're doing. Purple. I am tempted to go for it and, you know, do a few more, but I don't want it to dry up, just in case. That's a lot of water there. Like I say though, you can pick it up. You can pick it up with your kitchen towel, but just be careful because you could end up picking loads up. I like to pick it up, I don't know why, but on my leaves, I like to pick it up with my kitchen towel. There, it's lifted quite a bit of that. I love it. It's such a clever little trick, if you like. Not my trick, everybody does it. That one's darker. I'm going to do a few. Let's see what happens here. Let's just see. I mean, that'd make it super quick, wouldn't it? Put that one up. Now I like how light that one is. Lovely. This is the dark one because it's underneath. There's loads where I've not touched the edge. What I should have done is started by saying I don't want to touch the edges. Well, I'm not bothered if it didn't touch the edges. And then it wouldn't have mattered. I wouldn't have been looking around for it. If I tell myself something, I end up looking for it. Well, it's doing good. It's still moving quite happily. And then I can go back and pick up the dark bits that I don't want. Oh, it looks like it's just starting there to dry. That's okay then. I know how far to push it. Right, I'm going to pick up a little bit. It's like magic. Happy with that. Let's go there. Now if this works, that's absolutely brilliant because we haven't half speeded it up. And he'll be happy. He fell out. Well, he didn't fall out, mate. He got cross. Well, he didn't even get cross actually. The other day I rang him. I said, I'm just about to film. I'll be down as soon as I've finished. He said, you know these dogs need to go out. We was already 10 minutes over taking them out. And I went downstairs. He didn't talk to me. I says, how come you're only just thinking about it now? He said, because I didn't know what time it was. I says, no, because you was watching telly. So don't tell me off. He didn't speak to me again. He loves me. Bless him. He had to go to Toby's party yesterday on his own. Because I won't go. I won't put myself through that. Not yet. I've said I'll go next year if I can work on myself properly. I used to go. I used to spend a fortune on Toby's cake. I'd always have it specially made. And I mean a fortune. I spent 160 quid one year having him a blippy cake made. Now Carly just goes to the supermarket and lets him pick his own. I feel rotten, but then I just think, I was working then. I don't have the money now. And when I think about it now, yeah, it was a bit silly. See, it has sort of dried, so I pushed it a little bit too far there, I think. Both sides. I think the only way to get over that is by putting a bit more down. Right, so note to self, don't go too far. Don't want it there. Perfect. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Moving on to the next one, we are going to go magenta. It comes together really quick. So I can do 3 that I know I can get away with. The blue seemed to be right happy for me to do it. The purple didn't. This isn't how I imagine magenta looking, you know. Don't know what I imagined, to be fair, but this isn't it. Let's see if this works. Yay. Once that's dry, that'll be absolutely fine. Not worried about it in the slightest. And if you don't like what you've done, do some splats. I think I'm going to splat this one anyway. I wanted to do one without and one with, and I haven't splattered the other one. I want to try and pick some of that up. That seems really dark. Oh, looking at the other one, yeah, it is a dark pink actually. Maybe that's what I expect magenta to be, a dark pink. Try again. It's not a pink, is it? Halfway there. I think Andy's making tacos for tea. We had Chinese last night, which we don't normally have. We never have takeaway on a Sunday. But because he was at the party, I could have made tea, but I was up here trying to come up with ideas for... I'm supposed to be working on the live for Sunday, and right at this moment in time, I've got nothing, absolutely nothing. So, no idea what you're going to be getting to see. And then I just get carried away. And like I say, I've done 2 videos today now, and the note to do it live. I've got my pen and paper ready downstairs. So I'll go down after this. We'll take the babies out. I don't know if I like this pink, you know. It's bugging me. Yeah, we'll take the babies out. And I will then put pen to paper, go through some ideas. I've got one of them light boards where I can draw things on it. Carly bought me last year. So if I've got an idea, I can draw out a rough sketch, because you can change colours on it. And then I take a photo. I mean, it might not be readable to anybody else what I've done, but I know what it's about, so it's perfect for me. That's my code. That's my way of doing code. Nobody can read it. Yeah, I don't think I like this pink. I guess I'm not a magenta fan. Right. I'm going to do these in 2 bits because that purple didn't like doing these 4 together. You better have a look on that fire by the time I go down. We put it on before we go out, put a log on fire. And then on the way back I can see chimney smoking. I've got a slight obsession with chimney smoking. I love it. I love to see anybody's chimney smoking. It makes me think how cosy their house is. I used to love seeing them when I was posting, and I never had one then, and I was so jealous. You could see people, I mean, you didn't have a choice but to look through people's windows sometimes, but you could see people just sat there, smoke coming out of the chimney, and they sat there with a brew, just with their feet up watching telly, and I'm running around in shorts, absolutely freezing. My choice. I wore shorts all year round. But yeah, I used to love to see it. I like to be cosy. There you go. It's not that bad. It's actually turned out better than the pink one I've done before. Right, last bit. Right, quick is this bit. It's gold. And now I'm not going to touch where the blue is, because if you look at the stamp, I'll put this down. Where it's stamped, apart from this corner here, it doesn't touch. And that also stops it bleeding into it, so I'm doing exactly the same as I've done. Isn't that gorgeous? I'm not going to pick any of that up. I'm going to do the same here. Should have waited with this one actually, because where it literally does touch there, I'm risking it going in. I don't mind a bit of yellow and pink though. Looks nice together. Perfect. Last one. Can't make my mind up whether to splat it or not. Just to show different ways. Some people, I mean, I like splats, but I know a lot of people don't like them at all. Now, while that's wet, I'm taking my pen, and this will just give it a darker little bit around the bottom. And I'm doing that on all of them. It should still be wet enough. There you go. I think that's a great little touch to it. There you go, and it's just wet enough to do that. Actually, I'm not gonna interfere with it. I like it. Right, we're done with that. That's your picture done. That's your play with your Karen markers. Now then, do a splat. Where is my pH markers? There it is. I don't know what to do. Yeah, let's do it. Like I say, I've done one without, so we can see it both ways now, can't we? Oh, I love this stuff. Just love it. Now we only want a tiny bit, so I'm literally gonna, that's too much. So, Dr. P.H. Martin's. I've used it for a long time. And just get my fan brush. Now we could have gone in with a darker colour. No, I think it might ruin it. Let's just put a few on the flowers. Now I know what I'm doing with it, so I'm making sure it goes all the way round, because we're gonna, apart from the little bit we're cutting off, we're making a little frame with it. Right. Let's take that off there. It could work actually, I think it'll look okay. Just going to give it a blast. Nearly there. Right, card base. This is, oh, what is it? It's something raspberry from Gina K. It just wants a little bit offside there. Oh my gosh, I want to say picked raspberry, but I don't think that's it. That's perfect. Now I'm just going to cut an eighth off each side of this. So right now this fits the card, the base, and I want it to be slightly smaller. So I'm going to do that now. I mean, no, I'm going to do it. I'm going to cut it off. It's going to be that way anyway. Right, 1 second. So I want an eighth off there. An eighth off there. Now I said I think I'm going to cut a quarter off this side. There we go. So it is going to look like this. Now I'm taking the Master Layout 18 and I'm taking the frame and we're going to cut that out. We are going to use it all, so just bear that in mind. It matters if it's not right. That looks, I mean, I could measure it, but I'm just guessing. That looks good to me all the way around. So I'm going to cut that out. It looks okay. Maybe a little that way. Right, so I'm just going to run that through the machine. Well, I have never found it as hard to turn that machine as I did then. So we need that. We need that, and we need that. There we go. Put that back. Right, so what we're going to do, we're going to put it back together. I'm going to put glue on this one now so I can, once I put it down, it's down. Now you can very easily and very quickly make this into a shaker card. I'm not going that way, but you can. So this is where I'm going to roughly just tap that a minute. That'll work. So if I want that central, that looks pretty good to me. So this one where we've put the glue needs to fit right back in that frame. There you go, right back in it. Perfect. And then your inside, your little bit, if you glue that, and put that back inside the frame. And it all fits perfect. Now, if you're going to make it into a shaker card, you now want acetate over this and you're going to float it. So you put your shaky bits inside. So perfectly straightforward shaker card. But I'm not doing it, I'm just keeping it as a plain simple card. I wanted to come in January with simple cards, that's what I said I'd do. Right, so I want some foam. Now I'm using the pink frog foam. It isn't my favourite foam, but it fits. And there's nothing wrong with it, it's good foam, it's just not my favourite foam. Gosh, it don't half attract air, I'll give it that. So I just pull bits of it off. It just makes it easier to manage. Put it in water, why don't you, Heidi? Let's go side to side. So, I mean, it is the perfect fit for this. You couldn't have got out better. And I'm going to cut a tiny bit to go in there, hopefully. Would you look at that? Put that away. Now I'm going to take all the release tape off. I'll start singing Jingle Bells in a minute if I knock that one more time. That's the little one. That fit perfect, didn't it? I think my issue, what I didn't like about this, was I couldn't get the release tape off. But something tells me they've done a different version now where it does come off easier. I might be wrong, I don't know. And then, just because it is so sticky, I want to be able to move it. Put it the right way around. It is the right way around. And you want that. See, didn't get it straight. No, that's not right. It's because you're watching me. There we go. Push that in. There we go. It's because you're watching me. You are funny. Might be still slightly off, or I've cut that at a 1K. Yeah, I have. Look at that. It's okay. Gosh, that's terrible. Anyway, the last thing I did, I embossed onto black because again, white wouldn't show. I'm trying to find what I took it from. What did I take it from? Ah, this one. Spellbinders Simply Said. I used this one. I did do this one, but it wasn't quite. It didn't quite look right. I mean, I didn't mind it. I didn't dislike it. But just for this one, this fit better. So I'm going to cut that out. That's not the one I want. What are you doing? It's that one. Oh, it's proper wonky, is that now? One of you's getting a wonky card. And one of you's getting a perfect one because the other one were perfect. Is it my machine? I am absolutely in love with my new machine. Absolutely love it. I've been looking for things to do so I can use it. It's amazing. And my calyx unit that I've got behind me, it fits perfect in one of them drawers. So if you was wondering if you was going to get one where you would put it, and if you've got calyx units, it fits in a calyx drawer. There you go. So we've got that now. I'm going to put a little bit of foam on the back of this, but with this foam. These are waffle flower. A bit there. Do a little bit there. There's an air there somewhere, I can see it. Doggy ears, get everywhere. Oh, do you know what? I'm really looking forward to going downstairs now. Got 2 videos done, so that puts me about 2 weeks in front now. It's funny, isn't it? Because I'm supposed to be up here looking for something for live for this week. And yet I know what I'm doing on live next week. Because we're working with a different brand. So this week's is random. You'd think they'd be easy ones, wouldn't you? Right, there we go. And I just want it there. And these are the diamondy things that I got from Range. 5 years ago. And I'm just going to take one. I'm never going to use these all up. I'm trying my best. 2 and 3. I could put more on, but I'm happy with that amount. And that there is your card. I think it's lovely. Yes, it is off, but do you know what? I know what you're all saying. It's handmade. I don't mind the splats. So this is the one without the splats. And it's perfectly done. I didn't measure it. I just done exactly the same. See, look at the pink there. I don't know what I think of that. And yet I like the pink on this one. I really like the splats. It changes it again. But there you go. I hope you like it. It's just something different. It was a different way to do your stamping. And I hadn't used my Karen markers this way, so I thought that was quite nice. And I love just adding that little bit around the middle there and not touching it. It just blended lovely. And that's the same colour on both bits. Right guys, I'm going to go. I need to take the dogs out and get you something else done. And I will catch you real soon. Have a great day, whatever you're doing. Love you guys. Bye.